Hello, welcome back to TubeTalk.
Welcome back, Doug. You're back at school.
Yeah, I'm back at school and it's exciting.
What's the weekly report going to say for you this week? Is it going to be good?
It's going to be 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
So 5's being the best.
And 0 being the worst. Well,
And
1 being the worst.
You reckon you get 5 in every subject?
Apart from theology, but yeah, pretty good.
I reckon you get 5 in 2 subjects. And then a 3 and a couple of 4s. We'll see who's closer next week.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to TubeTalk. Last week, Divine Sava was an excellent second.
Wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
Roared home from back in the field. She's a filly, a lot of talent, just got better with each start. She was far more professional last week. She relaxed and once balanced up, really roared home. She's an exciting horse. Raposa
Repeater was also an excellent second.
He was. He sat back last 2, came through them, hit the front, and he just got nailed by another horse that had done no work on the rail, carrying a lighter weight. And he might have just hit the front until his job was done too, and just got nailed on the line. So we might put blinkers on next start. Hard to beat no matter where he goes.
On Sunday, Fragile was a very good third.
She was. We're just teaching her in her races to settle and run home, and that's what she did. She got right back off the speed, but finished strongly for third. She was one of only 2 horses, I think, on the day to make ground. So watch out for her next Wednesday the 12th at Ashburton, maiden fillies and mares mile with a pearl bonus. Good draw. I think we have a couple of bucks each way.
Yeah. Moving on to this week. On Saturday at Riccarton, we have 4 horses running, the first of which being in race 2, which is Running Man.
Yeah, we were originally going to run them at Ashburton next week, but there was only 9 nominations for this race for good prize money. So we put him in. He drew barrier 1, so we're running. He's probably just half a run short for the mile, but from barrier 1 he'll get a soft trip. He's got Cosy Asano on board. He's won on the track before. He needed his first up run. He's improved for it, and while he'll come on from this race, if he decides to put his best foot forward, he's a definite top 3 chance.
Race 3 is Pull Your Socks Up.
So she's in race 3 and 8. She is in the listed Easter Stakes, which is race 8, which is our first preference, where she's drawn barrier 6. But she needs 2 scratchings to make the field. And the backup race is this race 3, which is a 1200 metre race, lower graded race. You'll probably see the video here, which is the last start, which was in a listed mile, which was a strong race, and she was beaten less than the length. She fought really hard in the worst part of the track. So she's going to be a good chance no matter where she runs. Hopefully she makes the listed race from barrier 6. She can sit in the first half dozen. The 1400 metre suits and she'll attack the line. If she runs in the 1200 metre race, while it's a touch short of her best, I think she'll be very hard to beat on the strength of her last run.
Race 8 is Art to Triumph.
I think she's race 6.
Oh, race 6, Art to Triumph.
Yeah. This is her target race. It's a listed 2-year-old, 1200, barrier 3 and an 8 horse field. Kylie Williams stays on board. Her very first run was excellent coming from the back. Her last run she won in the worst part of the track, kicked and pricked her ears on the line, so she did it well. So this is a slightly tougher race, I think, but she's improved again. She's got a good barrier draw, and I think she's very hard to beat. Great chance for her to get black type, and if she does, she'll be the first of Vanamos's progeny in the Southern Hemisphere to win a stakes race.
And
Go Art to Triumph.
Yeah. And race 8 is Severine.
Severine, so this is the listed Great Easter Stakes. She's won 4 races this preparation. She's in great form. She's rock hard fit. Cosy Asano on board, very happy. Barrier draw 13 makes it very, very awkward. So she normally runs on the close to the speed, but from that barrier draw, we're just going to have to wait and see what the pattern of the day, how that all works out, and then ride her appropriately. So not quite sure how we'll ride her yet, but with luck in the running, she's a definite chance.
And moving on, at Te Rapa, race 5, we have She Speeds and Savapeel.
Yeah, let's talk about She Speeds first. Both have drawn really poorly. Like barrier 10 for She Speeds. She desperately needed her first up run. Fitness under the belt, blinkers go on. Good strong rider with Jonathan Parks. Expect to see a big improvement from her. And from the draw, the difficulty is going to be finding a spot and not finding a spot and not being too wide. If she can do that, she can definitely be in the finish. Savapeel, Sam Spread on board, third up, has improved for her first 2 runs too. She's got the same problem, barrier 11. Again, if she finds a spot without being caught wide and can relax nicely, she too, I expect to improve on her last start 5th.
Race 7 is Divine Sava.
Backing up from last week.
Yes, very rarely, but
very rare, and particularly for a 2-year-old. But we've got a chance. We've got a chance of winning both listed 2-year-old races in New Zealand, which would be wonderful if we could do it. Much better barrier draw for her this week. 3, stronger field. Sam's put on board. She should be able to sit quite a bit handier this week, which will help her out a lot. Very talented horse. She's learning all the time. If she's professional, can relax and can be in the first 4 at a nice spot, then she is capable of winning this race. If she can run in the first 3, it'd be wonderful to add black type to her pedigree, but she is capable of winning, and watch out for her next season. She's a real mover.
Race 8, we have Mactoom.
So Mactoom, he ran at Alizé a couple of weeks back. It was his first run for a long time off the track. He just peaked late in that run. He wasn't beaten far. He's improved for it. I'm very happy with him, but he's drawn barrier 13, so he's going to have to go right back, get cover and relax over the 1200 metres. So he will be finishing off well in the straight, but he is second up for a long time. He'll also need this run. I expect to see him hit the line hard, but I think if we get a good draw next start on a reasonable track, I think that's when we might see him hit his form again.
Not a lot of great barrier draws this week, is there?
Well, some, yeah. The 2-year-olds have drawn well. Pull your socks up, but yeah, there's a few bad ones, and we're going to go into another couple of bad ones now, aren't we?
Yeah. Moving on, at the Gold Coast, race 3, we have Miss Sentimental and Stardome.
Yeah, both there. It's $125,000 City of Gold Coast Cup, 2,400 metres. Miss Sentimental suits her perfectly, and they've had rain. It's a heavy 9 up there. The 2,400 metres suits her. Bad barrier draw of 8. She'll probably going to have to get back in the field. Brenton Avdallah on board. She should relax nicely. Looks a really good race for her. The wet track has swayed us to this run, the Gosford Cup. She's getting ready to be sold in a couple of weeks' time, so this is quite probably her last race. Not definitely, but probably. But she can run really well on Saturday. It looks a good race for her. Stardome is not backing up. Stardome won his last start. He's been crying out for 2,400 metres. He gets it. Mark Duplessis sticks with him. He has drawn barrier 9, which is awkward for him. The heavy track is okay for him, but if it improves, it would be better. He's out of the handicap, and by that I mean he should be carrying a lower weight than he is because he's going up in grade. But I think he's a really good chance as well. He really wants his 2,400. I think he'll be attacking the line hard, and I think he too is a winning chance.
And finally on Sunday at Ballarat, race 5, we have Logan Street Line.
Very impressive debut winner, won easily. Looks a real talent all the way through. Steps up to a mile. Barrier 8 of 13 is a touch awkward, but he'll probably now just get back, get cover, relax. Damien Thornton on board. It's quite a good field, but I think he's a pretty good horse. So if he can relax in the running and get space in the straight, I expect him to be very hard to beat.
And coincidentally, our bit of the week is also Logan Street Line.
That's right. We've decided to make him our bit of the week. I just think while going up in grade is hard, I just think he looks a very good talent. Same jockey on board, 1,600 metres suits, and I just think the way he has developed, if he gets splits in the straight, I think he might pay $4. I think $4 or $5 with the way the field looks with a bit of form, and I think that's great value for him.
Well, that concludes Tube Talk.
That it does. So we'll be back next week when you'll have had your first football game.
Exciting.
And we'll update people on the score.
And the worst scores.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Comes Logan Street Line following the favourite, The Fence. Stats making ground, Silver Line as well, about to pull out 4 deep from Lunari's waiting on the fence. And then comes Star of Leon and Jen Host, Inyangani and Be Alert as they straighten. Burley Boy, first to see the judge, leads 2 lengths. Out of its pocket, Logan Street Line issuing a challenge, a half length away, has to click up Burley Boy. 150 metres left to go. Logan Street Line went straight past Burley Boy. And the newcomer, Logan Street Line's now opening up and coming away for last. lane and will win decisively by 2 lengths.